Howdy, farm friends. How are you this evening? We are excited to be joining you tonight for a very special live because we have some exciting news to give to you. Do you want to tell them about that?
Yeah, so we did a fundraiser this holiday season to raise money for Heifer International. Specifically, our goal was to purchase one pig and one goat and include you all in that and allow you to donate towards that cause. And we're on here tonight as promised. We're supposed to be on last night, but we ended up having some visitors here at the house and weren't able to do that. And we wanted to make sure that we were available to spend time with them. And so we're here tonight letting you know how much we raised for Team Pig and Team Goat.
Should we show them?
I think so. I think we should make the announcement.
All right. So
see
I'm
who
going to make
won.
this a little bit bigger so y'all can even see it a little bit bigger. So Team Goat won.
Yes.
With $93.30 donated. Team Pig made a valiant effort with $60, which is fantastic. 60,
I mean, that's half. That was half of what it costs to purchase a pig with Heifer International through that donation. So that is awesome. And we made those donations tonight using the funds that you guys donated. And then plus we said we would, whatever wasn't donated up to the amount for the pig and the goat, we would cover. And so that's what we did tonight.
Yep, so we're going to throw you over to that clip now so you can see that. Ready.
All right, Eleanor, we just bought the pig and the goat with the money that we have fundraised with our viewers. We got one goat and one pig.
That's so awesome. And up at the top it says, thank you for making a critical and lasting impact. So thank y'all so much for helping us fight the fight against poverty across the world. Y'all
That's
are
so awesome, isn't it?
All right, so thank y'all so much for helping us with this project. It means so much to us that we were able to donate. And just as a reminder to kick things off, we went ahead and donated a goat and a pig at the beginning of the Advent Christmas season.
That was our personal farm donation. That's what we wanted to do.
And then we also filled in what was left over from the cost of a pig or a goat. And since Team Goat won, we are going to have some special goat content coming in the week ahead for all of you that gave for Team Goat. And so we're excited to be sharing that with you as well. And so make sure that you check back for that special content.
There will be a special video of some kind. It may end up being a short or a reel on Facebook, maybe a shorter format video, but we may have some cameos from some other favorite goats around YouTube.
We might have to try and see what we can phone in there.
Yeah, just something fun as a thank you, and we appreciate it so much. That cause means a lot to us since we are farmers and we believe in sustainability, knowing where your food comes from, and just helping communities in a way that is sustainable long term, not just the short term meals provided.
Right.
And so these animals really go a long way to help set people up with infrastructure to then provide food for their community.
Yep. These gifts will go to a family or a community that is living in poverty. And along with these gifts of the actual livestock, they will also receive some education about how to care for the animals and also how to begin an agriculture business with these animals so that it will be a sustainable thing for generations to come. So your gifts that you gave, those gifts will be felt for generations into the future. You have helped eliminate poverty in the future. So thank you so much for that. We couldn't be more excited with how this has gone. So thank you for that.
And I think we'll do it again this coming year. And something that we mentioned back when we first announced this is that we are very fortunate and we are very blessed, and we always want to pay that forward and be good stewards of what we have been given. And in the future, if anybody asks if they can send us a gift or Eleanor a gift or anything like that, since we are so well provided for already, we would prefer that people donate to Heifer International or another charity of their choice in our name. That is something that we'll do going forward. We'll have a page up on the website again soon. I took the fundraiser down, and then we'll put things up in a more permanent fashion for that. So anybody that has wanted to send us a gift, we appreciate that so much, but we would so much rather see those blessings be passed on to someone who really needs them.
That's right. And it really does mean a lot. We do get messages, especially around Christmas time. We got several messages asking about particular things, about gifts for us or the farm or for Eleanor, and we really do appreciate that. But
Absolutely.
like Jacqueline said, we are just so very fortunate that whenever we hear that, whenever we hear that you have a spirit for giving and that you want to do something nice for us, we get excited because we know that we can team up together to make a big impact in the world around us. So let us know if you make those gifts, because there is nothing that will bring us quite the same type of joy as knowing that a gift has been given on our behalf for something like this. It really would mean the world. So let us know if you wind up doing that, but we will have a way that you can do that up on our website very soon. And from now on, if people ask us about a gift, you'll receive a message about that, about a way that you can give. So, but thank you so much for your generosity in helping us do this.
And we're so excited about the outcome of this. This was a lot of fun. I really loved keeping up with the donations, and us just being able to do that with y'all felt so good. We do have some other announcements.
Yep.
And we had a video come out this morning about some of it. Zach shared a garden update, how our garden made it through the Arctic blast. I always want to call it the Arctic freeze, but they called it the Arctic blast weather.
Eleanor, come help us tell them about the garden and how the garden did.
Yeah, Eleanor's right here.
Come here, sweetheart. Oh,
Our garden was onions and garlic, and we had some very, very young, what all was it?
Tatsoi greens, collard greens, and some baby leaf lettuce.
But those were very, very tiny, tender seedlings. When you pull the table, baby, you're moving the camera. We had just small plants, though, for the most part, and Zach did a really, really thick layer of hay. He shared about that in today's episode, but he did a very, very, very thick layer, like wind wasn't getting through it, and it froze solid. Like the hay itself, with the dew on it and everything, froze solid, and I think just really insulated. Yeah. And just about everything made it. I mean, we lost some of those tiny tender plants, but for all that we lost, there's at least half that didn't.
Really what I was most concerned with and really wanted to save were our onions and garlic. Yeah. And I don't think we lost any of the onions or garlic. It doesn't look like
it at all. Like the tops died back on some of the Tom multiplying onions, but it's already regrowing. It's already there. Yeah. So super excited about that. We know our friends over at Cog Hill lost their large plants, but they had already harvested a lot off of that. And we talked to them at New Year's. We all got to spend New Year's together, and we did a live there. That was our first live in a while with Just Dig It Farms, Tracy and Jean, and Jason and Brooke, and actually Mary Carl too. So we had a lot of fun doing that. And we've got a clip of our fireworks from that night to share with you.
I went down the hill there. This is from the top of the hill up by Tracy and Jean's place, overlooking the potager to the left. But I went down the hill and shot some fireworks off, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. You can see Eleanor down there at the bottom in her cute little hat, and Jean standing there beside her.
And that was before she started holding Jean's hand.
Oh, that was so...
Jean said, "I'm scared of the fireworks, Eleanor. I need you to hold my hand." And she stood there and held his hand the whole time.
That was very sweet of you.
They are just dear to us.
Yes,
Tracy and Jean are. And the Smiths, Jason and Brooke. We all enjoy getting to spend time together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we all do a lot of the same things with our gardens and animals. And
We talk to each other almost every day.
Yep. We have a lot to talk about when we get together.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, but that was a lot of fun. But one thing that we all talked about when we got together was how bad our gardens got hit by the freeze, and that can be such a big blow to folks who spend so much time and effort and care, and honestly, financial resources too on gardening and that sort of thing.
It takes a lot, especially gardening on any kind of scale. Yeah. It takes a lot.
It does. So we cried into our bacon wrapped Ritz crackers and cheese dip
and graham cracker cookies and
graham
cracker
cookies.
The cheesecake that Brooke made was delicious.
Yep.
So delicious.
Yep. What did you like most?
Probably the cheesecake.
The cheesecake.
Yeah,
it was really good.
And also, I think Mary Carl had 1 cup of it, but Eleanor drank like the entire bottle of Welch's sparkling grape juice. She drank like the entire thing.
Second favorite thing.
That was your second favorite. It's good stuff.
We do have folks jumping in on the chat. It's so good to hear from you all this evening.
Hey, Tracy.
Yeah, Tracy says Eleanor holding Jean's hand just melted her heart.
It was so cute.
I wasn't up there to see it, but later on, when I saw the pictures that Jacqueline took, that was just so sweet.
Yeah, Zach is the one that put on the fireworks show for us, and he did an awesome job. We said that everybody in that area was probably outside watching the fireworks.
Yeah. We do want to just real quickly say that we hope that everybody out there has gotten through these storms that rolled through the South today pretty well. I think for the most part they're over. There may be some more to the east of us, but things went well here. All of the severe weather stayed just south of us, so
I mean, like just barely south.
Yeah, where we got just a little bit of rain from it, and some wind, but ultimately everything stayed fine around here. We did have to run inside due to some lightning, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had to run in quickly. We were outside working out in this ridiculous humidity, y'all.
Yeah, it looks like we have some storms coming now.
Yeah, so we'll probably get some more rain.
It looks like it's going to go
thunder,
above us.
But
for the most
we can handle rain and thunder and a little bit of wind.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We just hope that everybody else is doing as well as we are tonight with that. But
we had some wild wind just very randomly. 3 days ago, I woke up early. I didn't sleep well. I hadn't been sleeping great. And I woke up really early, and I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and get up. And when I say really early, it was like 6:30. That's not really early, but it is for me right now.
We've been on winter break from our day jobs, and that ends tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
I have to go back to
So
the
we've
office.
been enjoying sleeping in until 7 o'clock.
Or 10.
Or 10, yeah. I mean, it depends on the day.
Yeah.
But it'll be back to 5 and 6 tomorrow.
I got up at 6-ish, and I looked out the back door, and I was like, something down at the goats doesn't look right. Like, from the back door, I can see the back porch, and then right past that, I can see down the hill to the goat enclosure in the garden, and I can see the pigs, and I look every morning. That's the first thing I do before I even make my coffee is I go look out the back door and see how everybody looks. And I was like, something doesn't look right. And so I put my boots on, and I go a little bit further. I'm on the back porch, and I'm like, yeah, I couldn't put my finger on what didn't look right, but something didn't look right. And so I start walking down the hill, and it's misty, and it's a little chilly, and I see that the goat shelter that we put together, it's a chicken run with tarps over it. It took flight in the night. We didn't even have like strong storms or anything. And we had some crazy wind with the Arctic storm. I mean, just whipping and really, really blowing. And it didn't move then, but apparently the gust was just right to pick it up and put it in the pig pasture. It went over the gate and over the fence. And it really scared me. It's tied down now. And during the Arctic storm stuff, I actually took their hay feeder and put it on top of part of the bottom of their shelter because I was worried it was going to move then. But I had moved it, and we weren't having any weather.
And so I was about to say, it's my fault that it blew over because I moved the hay.
But we weren't
feeder.
Expecting anything.
No, we really weren't.
There wasn't,
and we didn't know that the wind.
Storm.
We didn't know that the wind had gotten bad until we saw it blown over, and the goats were ready for us to put it back.
Do you want to go play?
You want to go play? No. Okay, ask me a question.
But everybody was fine. The goats were completely fine. Nobody was hurt. They weren't super happy with me, but Zach had to get out there. It was actually New Year's Eve morning because we were heading to Tracy's that day, and we ended up having to do a little bit more chores outside and get dirty moving that shelter back than we had planned. So we got there a little bit later than we had planned.
Yep. Well, I mean, you know,
Karen, yes, we got your donation for pig and goat.
Yes, and thank you so much for that.
Yeah, it went through.
It did?
There was, I had never used that feature on a website before. It was a donate feature that is built in, and it didn't do a great job at recording the actual number for the donations that came through. They did come through. They showed up in PayPal just fine, but they weren't counting up for that goal.
Yeah.
So that was just an issue with whatever that plug-in tool was, and I couldn't change it. But we just stuck with it since it was going to be such a short-lived thing. But it did come through. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Karen, for that.
But the goats were fine. Goats were totally fine.
Yeah.
And what I was working on today, just for a tiny bit of time, it'll come out in Thursday's video. Today's Tuesday. Mixed up because we usually go live on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
But Thursday, it'll come out what I've been working on and what Zach's been working on. I have all kinds of stuff going on around here. Yep. And Lady is just dying for our attention.
Come here, Lady.
She's like...
Come here, Lady.
She is dying for our attention tonight for some reason.
Yeah. She said, you going to tell everybody hey? Say hey.
She said hello. Hello.
She doesn't know what to think of that.
Sweet girl.
But yeah, we've been working on a lot during the last couple of days because during the really the week of Christmas, the surrounding week of Christmas, and then also with New Year's, and we had the crud, and
I was sick on Christmas Day, unfortunately. And it put me down for 3 or 4 days. I think it was 4 or 5 days actually. I was better by Thursday, and New Year's Eve was Saturday. Yeah. So I was much, much, much better by Thursday, but it put me down.
Yeah, with me, it was kind of one of those things where I just had to keep moving as much as I could, or else I knew that it was going to have me down pretty bad. That's just kind of the way it is for me a lot of the time. Is I'll take breaks, but for the most part, I just got to keep moving. I don't have to do anything super physical, but just keep walking around.
Well, and since it wasn't as bad on you, I felt like I could rest also. I felt like I could not let it, put me down, but I could take that opportunity to rest with being off work and just kind of give myself time to recover, because I think what I did, I worked maybe a little bit too hard and too late at night on some different things, and that might have kicked my immune system down a bit.
And we're pretty good about leaning on each other that, and it's not always spoken. Sometimes we'll say something about it. We'll say, I'm going to be down, or I've got so much on my plate this week.
I'm feeling down, not I'm going to be down.
Yeah, and so, but a lot of times it's just, we pick up where the other one ends, and so that's the way it goes. Real quick, Clara on YouTube, totally fine. Don't even worry about it a bit.
She said, I'm sorry I didn't know about this, meaning the fundraiser.
And that's totally fine. If it's something that you do feel called, led, you want to give to, we're going to have a way that you can give directly to Heifer International, linked on our website.
Yeah.
So
can just go to heifer.org and donate anytime. It doesn't have to be in the future. It's not going to go through us. Right. This time it went through us just so that we could keep up with how much was donated for each animal.
Yeah, and
but it's straight to Heifer International.
They have a really cool, they call it a gift catalog. And it's like, it lays out how much each type of animal costs or how much each type of service or educational benefit costs. And so you can sponsor that particular type of animal or that particular type of educational thing, or I think they even do water filters sometimes. So
they do a lot of different things, and in different parts of the world. They do. Some programs are only in the U.S., some are only in other countries. It just depends.
Yeah,
but they're an awesome organization. We've worked with them for years now, through church, and so we enjoy that.
But just for the benefit of anybody that would like to give, or if, like we said, if you want to give a gift to us, if you feel like you need to give or you want to give us something, we're going to defer to Heifer International from now on. So we just are so incredibly blessed and just have everything we could want or need. And so we want to make sure that generosity that's stirred in your heart is used in a really great way to fight poverty and help those who are not quite as fortunate as we are when it comes to money and that sort of thing. So we're going to put that link up on our website so that you can give directly to Heifer. But anytime that you're wanting more information, go to heifer.org and you can get all the information there. Go ahead and give straight to the website. If you want to leave a note saying that it's on our behalf, they'll send us a note, an email or a card, and let us know, and that will really warm our heart. So thank you again for everyone who has asked about giving gifts. It's just not something that we feel like would benefit us as much as it could benefit somebody else. So thank you so much for that generosity, and we will make sure that that link gets to you. We got more folks joining in the chat here. Howdy, Greg. Good to see you, Haas. Thanks for hanging out with us.
You're doing something exciting with Haas right now.
Yes. And I mean, Greg may not even know about it.
I'm sure he doesn't. But
I haven't, talked with the folks at Haas about it. But I am doing a series of reels and shorts. So reels on Facebook, shorts on YouTube, where I highlight one seed a day that we're going to be using in our spring garden. Yeah. And so all of those seeds can be found on the Haas website. I include a link in the title and description of every video, and also I'm going to start putting them in the comments each day so that you can get to them. Now we are Haas affiliates, so we will get a small commission at no extra cost to you if you follow that link and buy those seeds. But really, we just want to make sure that you can find these awesome seeds from this awesome group of folks.
And just sharing what we're doing.
Yeah, and so I've got a playlist running on YouTube. So if you're curious and you're a YouTube person, you can go to our channel page and go to the Seed of the Day page or Seed of the Day playlist, and it'll tell you everything that I've announced that we're planting so far.
I think we can do Can we do a Reels playlist on Facebook?
We might be able to. We'll see.
I know we can do a video playlist, but I don't know if we can do Reels.
Yeah, if nothing else, I also have a list of everything that we're planting and everything that I'm putting in the Seed of the Day with links and with information about each seed.
And we're going to get that on our website, too.
Yeah, we'll have that as a blog post on our website, just a really easy article to look through. It's really just a list. And we'll share that link on Facebook and YouTube as we put that up.
And one of the big reasons he's doing that, he shared in today's video, is we are building out our potager garden right now. And so we're going to have a lot more growing space and a lot more space to do small batches of things. Whereas in the bigger in-ground garden, you got the bigger in-ground garden, he's doing like longer rows and bigger quantities of things. And so the potager, it'll be, I want to use the word niche, but it'll be more specific things.
Specialized,
I have a bird on my head.
And kind of special stuff that I want to try as we go. Y'all make sure that you watch out on Haas Tools channel on YouTube and their page on Facebook on this coming Sunday night. Just not going to go into detail about it. Don't want to spoil anything. Make sure that you are paying attention to the Haas Tools page and channel Sunday the 8th.
Oh, yeah.
Because there will be some
like,
cool
what is
stuff going on that we're super excited about. And I know that you're going to be excited about it too.
Yeah.
That involves another good friend of ours. So that'll be great. Tracy over on YouTube from Just Dig It Farms says she's so excited about our protege. It's going to be fabulous. And that she's loving the seed highlights. Thank you so much, Tracy. I wouldn't know what a protege was if it weren't for Tracy and then Jason at Cog Hill, who learned from Tracy.
Yep.
And
I was going to say, wait, no, it's Tracy.
Yeah, and has benefited so much from Tracy's help in that area.
Helped design their parterre garden, which is the side garden, and then the potager garden in the back, and their fruit orchard. We're so thankful for the connections that we've made. We talked about that in the live when we were all together, but we've only been doing this for a year.
Yeah.
We started our YouTube channel in December of 2021.
We put up just like 2 or 3 videos in December, but didn't do anything other than that. Just put the videos up. And when we really started pushing YouTube or posting more with more intent and interacting, it was
February.
Yeah, in February. So we're coming up on a year of actively engaging with folks on YouTube, and that's really exciting. And we cannot believe, and it's the same with Facebook too. We even started really later than that.
Late spring, right after Antiques in the Garden.
Yep. So that would have been April.
Right.
So thank you to everybody, because sharing with y'all and engaging in this community with y'all has meant so much to us this year.
And it's brought us so many wonderful relationships.
It has. And it's brought us closer together too.
Yeah, it has, and it's given... We don't do anything without purpose, but it has given us more purpose for what we do here in our daily lives and on our farm. And we still have a ton of people who have no understanding of what we do or why we do it. Like, I don't know why you want to go home from work and work more. I don't know why you want chickens. They stink. I don't know why you want goats. Why do you want more mouths to feed? And there's just so many things about this life that we love, and we're going to keep expanding. That doesn't necessarily mean more different types of animals, but it does probably mean more of what we already have. And speaking of that, Willow is doing wonderful. Willow, our
I'm going to put up a
Nubian
video.
doe.
It doesn't have sound, so you can keep talking.
That one doesn't have sound?
This one, I turned the sound off.
Okay. Willow, our Nubian doe, is doing great. She's put on weight. We're going to keep that up. We're giving her extra dairy goat protein supplements, and they've got their, what we call the good hay now.
Yeah.
But what you're seeing now is this week, just 3 days ago for the first time, we let them out into their new fencing. And the barn isn't totally ready. It's still a work in progress, but it's going to be very soon that we're able to move them in there. But we let them out in their new Premier One Electronet fencing that Santa Claus brought me and set up, and they had a ball. This is what we have been wanting to see. It's what our hearts have wanted to see for our goats. I tell Zach I can't wait to see them running up and down the hill when I look out there, and that's what's happening during the day.
We're already enjoying getting to be out there, and we know that they're enjoying it. They are loving it, and so that's what we wanted, because we really do love those goats, and they add so much to our life already. And, you know, in the future, with the possibility of having baby goats, kids, and the possibility of having milk. And
I really think Willow is bred. I really, really do. We're going to do another one of those urine pregnancy strip tests on her.
Jacqueline's going to go hang out in the dark and try and catch urine again.
I am not kidding you. If you have seen that video of me waiting an hour and a half, and even Googling how often do goats urinate. I was Googling that, and it's like goats urinate more than any other animal. And I'm like, that is not true because it's not happening. But anyways, I promise you the next morning I went out there, I'm getting hay, I'm doing morning chores, and she went twice.
Y'all,
In like the short 10 minutes that I was in their pen.
Not even joking. Like, almost every time I look at Willow, she's peeing.
I think I just made her nervous. Like, I really do. You know, she had only been at the farm for like a week when we did that. And I think I just made her nervous. Truly, I think she just wasn't going because I'd made her nervous. Yeah. And they were like, what's going on? Why is she in here? And why is she in here at night? She's never in here at night. But we're going to do another pregnancy test on her. But looking at her, so they carry their babies on the left side, and she's not due until sometime in April, and it's just going to be a situation where we have to watch because she was in with a buck for 2 heat cycles during her season, and so we don't have an exact date, but sometime in April is when we're expecting babies. So in March we'll start watching her really close, and we should have babies in April because her left side is bigger than her right side. And she has been funny lately. She really likes the feed that we give her, and she will hold out.
She will.
She will hold out on not eating hay and filling up her rumen to wait on that feed.
Yeah.
The other goats don't do that.
She wants to have plenty of room in her stomach.
I'm like, girl, you gotta eat the hay.
Yeah.
And she does. She'll nibble on it. But she just, you can tell, she waits for the grain. She'll stand at the feed bowl and look at you like, come on. I'm like, you have a ton of hay to go eat. Go eat that. That's supposed to be like 80% or more of your diet.
She'll be totally happy doing something completely different off in the other part of their area. And if she sees you, she runs over to the food and wants you to give them.
And she does like that quiet little meh.
Yeah.
She has like this very, very quiet meh.
Feed me.
Yeah. Excuse me. It is like that, like subtle, if you're at a restaurant and you're trying to get the waiter's attention, you're like, excuse me, over here. That's what she's doing. Oh, she's a mess. But it is like looking at her straight on, that left side is out just a little bit more. And that makes me really happy. Eleanor's talking about it.
Eleanor,
she agrees.
She said she felt that her left side was bigger yesterday. Eleanor said that. Let's see here. So we have someone asked, Nana's Little Love said, what is going in the goat's pasture? Which is a great segue into something else that we wanted to talk about that's going on right here. And so one thing that we
What's going in the goat pasture?
Yeah, the area that the goats are in now, I think, is what she means. And so one thing that we're going to be doing. Well, you tell them.
I don't know.
Okay,
we've talked about several different things. So I'm not sure.
It's an area that we've used before. We used last year for a big run for a breeding group of chickens.
Oh yeah.
And so today. Well, no, not today. It's been a couple days now, right?
January 1st.
January 1st, orders for hatching eggs. Our rainbow hatching eggs. Yeah, here is a closer look.
I'm so proud. These are our eggs. I took these photos. These are our eggs from our chickens. And something in the chicken community, I'll put it that way, is working on expanding egg colors that are chickens lay that are available, and doing that involves crossing different types of chickens that lay different colored eggs to then mix and make new colors. You learned color theory in kindergarten. You mix red with blue and you get purple, and it's a little bit different with chickens, and it's a long game because you have to wait on the offspring to lay an egg and see what color it is. But we have really expanded our rainbow in the last 2 years, and we have sourced really high quality breeding stock for our blue, black, and splash copper Marans. We've been working on those for 2 years. It has taken us 2 years to build up quality stock that really lays those dark chocolate eggs that are in the far side of that picture. The lighter brown eggs, those are not Marans. That's well summer. There's some Marans mixes in there. And then the creamish peachy color, that's our Wyandottes and a couple of others. And then you move into the olive eggs with the speckles, and then the green Easter egger eggs, and then the blue of our Americanas. And we have lavender Americanas and black Americanas. And if you can't tell, I really love my chickens.
Yes.
Really love my chickens, and we're excited to be sharing our flocks for the second year. We have been at this for 3 years. We've been at it since the beginning of 2020. And so this is our 3rd year, but we've only been sharing our flocks with other people for 2 years. But we've been building it for 3, and it's been a crazy, wild ride.
It has.
We have learned so much about chickens. If you have any questions, send us messages, because I'm pretty sure with how many chickens we have, we've probably experienced whatever you're going through. But we have our orders open on our website for hatching eggs. And in the hatching eggs, we have our blue, black, and splash Marans, our black Americanas that are split for lavender, our lavender Americanas, and then our rainbow dozens. And the rainbow dozens, they include our pure breeds, and then they include our mixes for egg color, like the Easter eggers and the olive eggers and the Wyandottes. And that one has a little bit of everything in it to help you expand the colors in your rainbow basket, in your egg basket. And with the price of eggs, oh my goodness, I've been seeing so many things that chickens aren't cheap to have. They are one of the harder livestock animals because everything likes to eat chicken. I mean, that's just...
It's delicious, can you blame
It's
them?
the truth, and because they go into a trance at night when they are sleeping, when they're resting, they are... It's a pun, but a sitting duck. They're a sitting chicken. That's how it should be phrased, because ducks at least have sense to run away at night, and chickens don't. Everything likes to eat chicken, so you've got to have really good housing, and it needs to be dry, and it needs to be draft free, and there's just a little bit more involved with chickens, but they are so beneficial and worth it. But I've seen so many people say, I never thought that I would get into the black with my chickens. But with the price of eggs going up, it really is comparable to just have chickens as pets and as providers of eggs at your home than it is to buy them.
And the egg prices, eating eggs anyways, those prices sneak up on us because we have no idea. We don't buy eggs unless it's like we need extra eggs at like the holidays or something like that, where we need a bunch of eggs and we've shared too many, or we've used a bunch recently. That's really the only time we ever buy eggs.
We haven't been in that position for probably over a year. Because we just have so many now, and we keep young ones.
And even
we're constantly adding.
When we first started hatching chicken eggs and selling chicks, we were hatching every single chicken egg, or incubating every single chicken egg that we got. But even then, we ate duck eggs. All year we ate those duck eggs and didn't have to buy eggs.
We also have duck eggs available for purchase for hatching on our website too. And then the only chicks we are offering, and the only hatched chicks we're offering this year, are our lavender Americana chickens. And they are straight run, so they're unsexed, and that's the only hatched chicks we're offering for either pickup or shipping. And we've been shipping for a year, and we've got experience with that, and no issues there. We are experienced shippers, is what I meant to say.
Like, so y'all see these cute chicks here.
Oh, they're just precious.
They are absolutely adorable, but y'all, check out what they look like when they grow up. I mean, this is
They're beautiful.
a beautiful lavender Americana pullet right here, who is one of our breeders. And so
Her
when
beard.
yes,
So what sticks out on the